Alrighty, so I am trying out scripts for the first time. Hi everyone. Let's see if the scrub settings for Season 2 hold up pretty well. Otherwise, yeah, I think we'll get into it. This is an async of the first announcement scene that was done. So let's do this in 3, 2, 1, go. Alright, so pick the item. It's just a medal. And I'm gonna go do the good old Season 2 start. Checking all the dirt patches and stuff. So it said dirt patches, arenas, and fairies. I assume that means melon crates are not shuffled. I assume that's what that means. Ooh. Watch this be diving. I was half right. Oh yeah, you might have got a little glimpse of that on the right side. If you did, sorry. I'll go check this level first. Crates are in. I mean, it wasn't in the slide. I was using the slide. Alright, cool, thank you. Because I was going off the slide. So Japes is level 2, so I have to manually select that. Japes has 3 important things, and we know Key 2 might be one of them. Okay, fair enough. I mean, they probably mentioned it in the video. I just didn't see that for obvious reasons. Sea Beast 2. I have all shopkeepers, right? Oh yeah, it actually tells me my K rule order as well. And my helm order. Interesting, I didn't realize that Truckomatic was actually going to say that for these settings. So it's Chunky, Tiny, DK, and Diddy. How interesting. Cranky, you got the goods. You have Tiny buys Diddy. Tiny buys Diddy. So, yeah, because I did this for Ash, I promised her I'd do rabbit coins. So, Boulder coins are dead for this one. Apparently, I have to suck up seeing the rabbit on the screen. I apologize in advance. You want to just see how to not do it? Okay, well, I'm assuming if it's based on Season 2 or Season 4 and stuff, there's probably no... Oh, actually, there could be jetpack. No, jetpack might be a thing. Not actually sure. But that's fine. Alright. By the way, because this is an async of the thing, I'm down for people to discuss the settings, especially, you know, if things weren't actually mentioned in the slide. But otherwise, no one tell me about the actual, seed itself. You know, spoilers and stuff. I want to actually show people how I would play a seed like this that you might have already seen. Okay, Aztec to start. So, Lowlands to 5. Okay. Okay. Tiny buys Diddy. Alrighty, and we kind of had to find that vine swinging with an Aztec level 1. That's the perks of SLO and starting at spawn. Because you kind of need that. Now, 35 CBs. I personally have no idea what medals are actually a thing in 35 CBs. I know Lanky's is, because Lanky's is available for Chunky. I really doubt it. Okay, I'm gonna come back with Lanky money. Yeah, no, fair enough. God damn these rabbit coins. God freaking damn it. Let's just try to blitz this seed so I can get rabbit coins off the screen. So, it was those stores, so that was 41. For those that don't know, you can do some peaks. So I know that there's a boss key locked by Baboon Blast. Good info, really good peek. I was almost considering not peeking. let's get going. We'll get Lanky's medal. We have to climb up most of the trees, but who cares? So, Aztec has 8 items. We know one's a key. Japes only has 3, but we know 2 of them are probably a key. We'll go check this out. Oh, we cannot afford it. That's fine, there should be chunky coins around. I'm not even going to worry about writing this down. Okay, so Cave Slam Challenge. Depending on what level Caves is, we might need a slam for the Slam Challenge. Okay, so writing all my notes on my extra document. Nothing there. Yeah, I'm trying to remember where all the coins are. It's always nice having some separate notes. Like you can use Track-O-Matic, but I have my own note-taking system that I use instead of using Track-O-Matic, which is what I got used to before Track-O-Matic was a thing. As long as you have a good way of keeping track of your own notes, it doesn't really matter either way. Yeah, you're right, they are in the pool. Note-taking is really good. Like, you do need to come up with your own system. It does take a little bit of time to do that. Alright, something I don't think I've ever actually done playing this game, honestly. I don't think I've ever gone out of my way for these chunky coins. And I didn't grab all of them, apparently. This game is so good. This game is so good. I guess there's a reason why I probably don't go for those coins, because they suck. But that's fine. Cave shops to 8 and Diddy. Ooh. God, there's everything here. Funky. Tiny is a key. Funky DK is a vial. I'm gonna copy my keynotes up here. And early is on the path to 8 and Diddy. God. More than kill. Yeah, no, when Ash DM'd me, I'll just go this way first. When Ash DM'd me, wanting me to play the Siege, she explicitly said, I will give you the Lanky for this only if you promise to use the rabbit coins. So, I'm playing this with rabbit coins. And then I'm deleting the folder straight after. Tiny 5 door. Alright. They are an abomination, but it's for a good cause. Okay, so we got some coins. So now, we cannot get the 2 things locked by Funky. But I can go and grab the candy and cranky thing. And we have 3 golden bananas. Spring. I didn't write my starting moves. Good job. Barrels. That was Spring. Aztec. Candy. Lanky. We started with Lanky and Chunky. Let me check Chunky's coin candy. Yeah. We started with Chunky. We started with Chimpy Charge. And Gorilla Grab. And this is, oh god, Baboon Balloon. Aztec, Cranky, Chunky. We start with Barrels, Grab, Charge. Okay, yeah, starting moves are all fixed on my notes. So we found Vine Swing, Rando, which is a thing because Aztec was level 1. Very funny meme. Anyway. So, there's not really anything that we can do at the moment with the moves we have. I could go check the Creme Arena, it's probably a good idea. But honestly, the game's very clearly telling me to go here, so I'm gonna go to Japes. Yeah, I know, right? It is breaking my heart, but that's fine. I'll do this to hopefully... I'll do this as a favor to Ash. She now owes me big time. I don't know if she's here, but she owes me. Just want to make that part perfectly clear. She owes me. Now, I don't actually know what the barriers are. I didn't see the barriers in the video, so I don't actually know what the barrier differences are between S4 and this. So that's something I have to figure out, mostly for Galleon. Everywhere else I can kind of deduce, but Galleon is the one that I'm not so sure about. True. Prod on, Dusk Forest, and Green Tunnel closed. Okay, so yeah, when you said similar to 3.5, that was in every element. Okay, so it's more earlier barriers. Okay, fair enough. Okay, but arenas are in. Yeah, that's right. This is not a thing. I'll buy this. Yeah, that checks out. Okay. Fair enough. Bro. Also, remember how in Aztec I said I was gonna go do Lanky Metal? Well, that was a fucking lie. I don't know why I didn't do it. I guess it's because I was not worried about it. Well, let's hope there's nothing on Lanky Metal there. We'll come back later. For now, push and hints is what I want to do. Okay, another golden banana there. Okay, so there's a chance that key 5 is probably just locked by barrels. We need... Oh, right. Wait. How? Oh, right, it's the start button to skip the cutscene. Okay. I was doing the TUI thing to listen to TUI music. I was like, why is this not working? Oh, it's the start button. Bills to 8 Diddy. Alright, this is an interesting 8 Diddy path. Love yesterday's Kevin. Oh, God. What happened in yesterday's Kevin? Alright, time to do some slope resets. Alright. Interesting logic with a bean seed. That does sound like a banger seed, not gonna lie. As long as it's interesting, good logic, I'm hella down. Alright, there's not really much else to do here aside from the boulder shenanigans, which I can show off a funny little boulder tech. Assuming I don't find, like, DK or something, or, like, pineapple before then. We're probably fine. Can I get Lanky's medal, though, for 9, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 31? Not yet. So I'm not gonna bother trying to go for the medal yet. CB's on a path to 2 though, which is actually concerned. We can get Chunky's medal, so I think it's safe to say, knowing logic, Chunky's medal is what we're looking for. So since we have vines and barrels already, we know diving plus 1 comp at least has to be before being at level 3. That being said, we are going to beat level 2. So I'm not going to break this boulder yet. This boulder here is my friend. We're going to do 2 quick checks by bringing the boulder down here to the under. Bro. Frick these cutscenes, dude. Still works, but goddamn cutscenes. I get why they're there, but they're ruining my tricks. Alright, so just to save us coming back, we're gonna go do this. We have vine swinging, so this is actually very free. We're doing this just to grab the vine. Okay, so that's that, so I do not want to do that. All we're going to do is put this boulder down right here. And then backflip to the vine. And then I skipped doing things. Now, technically you can make that jump with just solo Chunky. But boulder strats are cool. After doing the check, but before seeing the prize. Alright. Now, Boulder just respawns back here, so this should be key 5. Ah, and there's the tick. I haven't seen that in action yet. Alright, so if I've got this right, I'm about to get key 2. Easy, so that's 3 keys immediately. We're only missing keys 4, 6, and 8. Damn. Pretty good. So now we do this, there's a hint that's there. So that is that done. Now, what I'm going to do, normally the smart option would be just to go to level 3, but because I have key 5, what you can do is an interesting thing. In SLO, aside from Helm, obviously, level 7 is going to have the largest GB locker. So a cool strat you can do in SLO is when you have access to level 7, go there. You can see what it is, you can see what level is your red slam level, and I can see the max GB, so 43. So that means, aside from Helm, which is 45, so not that different, I now know I need 43 to enter. Also gets me a hint. Tiny is in a Caspladin castle. And I can just yoink drag over. 43. Good little knowledge. Nothing wrong with a bit of knowledge. Okay. Now this jump is very annoying. Okay, so factory is here. Good we check this. We can do 2 quick checks. Oh. O-stand is path to Aiden, did he? So I don't even need to pause the game for that. That's kind of neat. Galleon CBs to Aiden, did he? It is a lot of 2E tracks, you're right. To be finding the time to visit your late lobbies for early hints. Yeah, I mean, it feels a bit weird, but... In Lucas Splatter, I'm not even going to write that down. Now, I want to check something real quick. It's incredibly important. Oh, hi, DK. Glad I checked that. Oh, that's mean. Alright, I cannot do funny boulder strats. I tried. Alright, so DK. DK does get us a vial in Aztec, but I don't think it is worth going for. So we're not going to do that. So... let's do that. I can also pre-mark Diddy. So there are 2 more things left in Isles. So, a really simple goal right now is just to get GBs. That's all we need to do is get GBs. Coins is one of the simplest ways you can get GBs, because shops often have the goods. So get as many coins as you can. As soon as you get enough rainbow coins, you probably can calm down on that. But otherwise, farming GBs is always the fun part of all this. Morning, Jared. How are we doing? And then it's also learning how to route each level, both with the moves you have and the moves you find along the way. For example, this move right here could completely change how you route the level. Now, we don't have Tiny, so that's fine, but that is our shops to Aiden Diddy, which is interesting, because we now know that Mini Monkey is on the path to Aiden Diddy. I don't even need to unpause my game. That's pretty cool. Alright, cool strat here. Chunky turn around, grab the ledge, boom. And then, I don't need the balloon, but I'm gonna do it. Let's go get this hint. Slam in Galleon and Caves. Alright, time for an annoying jump. You go here. Turn around. And fail. Go to the edge and then swap to Chunky and then you're good. Slam is in Galleon and Slam is in Caves. Rooms to 4-8 DK Diddy. Ah, that's an interesting hint. So what's interesting about that hint is because of SLO, we know the rough level order of the game. We know Castle has to be diving locked. For a few reasons. Number one being Tiny has to be there and we have our SLO rules to consider. Tiny could obviously be... No, it'd have to be level 4 because we know where Diddy is, so Castle would have to be level 4. Anyways... To top it off, assuming this works here as well, yep. I just want to activate this, it's a good walk to have. I'm going to go here in the water. And I'm going to go and progress towards Lanky's Meadow. Didn't check that could splat even with the DK hint. Oh, that sucks. I'm assuming it was just a case of one of the runners didn't... Wait, is it they didn't know about the Kasplat or just didn't think to check it? Because I checked it just for GBs. I still need 33, I think it is, to enter a level. Okay, so there are two things left here. And the funny thing is we know where those two things are. They are both two hinted items. One of them kind of has to be diving, or the means to get diving. Well, I mean, there's three, actually, but... Because we know a slam's here. Now, one of these hinted items could be a slam to start. But we don't know that yet. Yeah, that's fair enough. Alright, so it's actual potion. So now time for the slam challenge. Now, if I had blue slam, I'd do this with DK. For some reason, DK just doesn't like doing this minigame with green slam. Get sniped. Idiot. Get sniped. Alright, so, unless this is a slam... Oh, it's pineapple. Pineapple was on Lanky Slam. That's a hinted pineapple. Now, races are disabled, but I don't want to go up here for the race. Cool little trick you can do. Go here, angle yourself, hold forward, and you're going to balloon to the Kasplat. This is also just really good for Lanky's battle. Because I really needed that melon slice, apparently. Okay, I dodged that. Neat. Damn, I was hoping I would just backflip there with relative ease. Okay. So a required pineapple. Now, do I know why? I don't know if I know why I need pineapple, but Aztec is one of the better levels that you can do pineapple shenanigans in. Now, do I need punch for this wall? No, I do not. So what I'm gonna do a neat little trick for GBs. Normally you need Unky Chunky for this. Put this boulder down, cutscene plays, but I'm gonna go do this. Why am I doing this? I literally have zero reason why. I have to go over here anyways for a hint door, so I'm not really going out of my way. But I just like boulder tricks. Boulder strats are very funny. It'd be very funny if the hinted item was Hunky Chunky. That'd be very funny. So normally you need Hunky for this boulder, but for some reason this boulder just works. I don't know why. It just works. But I'm here for the hint. Oasis to 4. Interesting. So that means rocket barrel. Oh, there's a slam. Alright, so this level is going to be fully cleared for hinted items at least, which is pretty neat. So it's probably just diving. Otherwise we need to pursue pineapple for diving, it seems. I left a hint behind, or maybe I didn't. Aha, I got lucky, it seems. Oh cool, I did that for a golden banana. Are you diving? Yay. SLO. We love SLO. Very predictable. Yeah. I already knew something like that was gonna happen. I already knew something like that was gonna happen. It's a very easy fix, don't worry. It's now just remembering where the other hinted one was. But that's fine, because I can just go back here to the hints and look it up. So, Galleon. Okay, that's easy. Let's go check the pineapple cage. Won't complain for golden bananas. It's not a big deal. That often happens with slams. So caves is now a dead level. Of all the stuff we got there, Mini Monkey was a guaranteed hinted shop item. Let's go down here. It was our Galleon was our hinted shop item. Mini Monkey in the cave shops. Pineapple is Way of the Horde, we don't know why. And diving is Way of the Horde because Lamau, SLO. It's required for me to get to Castle. Nice fairy. Now, I don't actually know what the deal is for getting to level 8. But we can go figure that out later. Outskirts, 1 potion. Okay, oh, actually, what am I saying? I can get up here the vanilla way. I was trying to think about trophy jump. I was like, no, I did actually find balloon. So I don't have to do any fancy shenanigans. Just actually do this the intended way. Ooh, yeah, it's a very quick minigame as well. Just a jump, and a jump. And a jump. See, easy like that. Outskirts, 1 potion. Okay, so it's 9 to enter. Okay, so let's think about these hints. Rooms are on the path to 4A DK Diddy. Now, what rooms check can I actually do? The answer is none. Logically, anyways. But not at the moment, it doesn't really matter. My headphones died. Stupid headphones. They like to do that sometimes. So what's probably gonna happen is it's probably gonna be Tiny's room. Oh, mate, it's not gonna be Tiny's room. It could be the fairy, though. I mean, I need monkey paw for that to actually make any sense. So maybe I'm looking for another item. Which is not a big deal, because I'm about to be going and getting family very soon. So I might get family and then go push the hints. Lanky Attic. Okay, so we guaranteed need a slam for that. We guaranteed need a blue slam for that, which, oh, we got one. We got one in caves. So that normally needs grape and homing ammo. We can skip both of those. We do not need both of them. So what I'm probably going to do... So we know that that is key 6 in Aztec. We actually know that. Because key 4 is locked by other items. So that's key 6. So when we get back to Aztec, we'll go buy the potion that's in the shops. Maybe it'll help us out. But for for now, let's go Kasplat hunting. I'm gonna leave these behind because I can go here and grab the goods. And grab some coins. Or some bunnies. Oh, ooh, I screwed that up. Okay. Nice. Oh, nice. Okay, so Chunky's balloons are at Diddy's check, which is here to the left. I don't think we really have to worry about much money in the line of money at the moment. But we're getting pretty good golden banana pace, which is kind of nice. Alright, Chunky's metal done. Okay, so getting family, buying the vial in Aztec, what else? Doing pineapple checks. Aztec's the best place for pineapple checks. We actually know where Key 4 is. I'm stupid. Key 4 is also in Aztec. I forgot. What we're looking for is Baboon Blast. We did in fact peek that key. I just genuinely forgot about that. So I just want to quickly... Oh, actually, I'm wrong with this number. That's fine. I was about to say there's a good way I can round in the amount I need for DK's medal, but I've already shot over too much. Ah, let me get this. Powder 8 Diddy creds. Now, I'm assuming that is auto-dimmed in these kind of settings, right? Castle. Yes, that just auto-dims, because that's referring to Primate Punch. Why is that path to 8 Diddy? That is an excellent question. Nice, nice. We're accumulating a couple of blueprints. Pretty nice. Oh! Interesting. I'll still get DK's medal. It's a GB for free. Same with Linky's. Okay. So, what's going to be happening? What do I reckon is going to happen? Do I reckon Monkey Port is what's on Aztec shops? Maybe. Yeah, I know, right? See, I always do the underground before climbing. Mostly because of the shops. More hints. But I get people routing one way over the other. Usually it's also a prey that I find Rocker Barrel in the underground. Obviously that's a different case here because Rocker Barrel's probably something I'm finding a bit later. But usually I try to do it last for that potential reason. Oh hey, it's Tiny. Found it. Right, so we can go get family. Right now I'm not super worried about doing Diddy checks here. There is a good chance I probably need to go to Tiny's Morza. But I'll be climbing to go and actually get CBs and stuff and activate the warp, so I might as well do that first. Alright, that's a useful bit of info as well. Is if a region is jumped, it cannot have anything potentially required. So we know there's nothing in BFI, so I have no reason to go peek BFI, unless if I want to go and see if, whatchamacallit, see if there's any GBs to get for free. Neat little negative info tricks that you can get with multi-pathing, it's pretty cool. I'm not gonna worry about that. I don't have an instrument, so doing the trash can is not worth it. I also have Punch. Punch was on the path to Aid and Diddy, but it was not path to everything else. So it's not going to be that check in there. Tiny Temple to 8. Interesting. I'm assuming this is an unskippable cutscene, yeah. Or the ones that are forced with cutscene without the option. Yeah, it checks out. Alright, cool little strat you can do. Let's see if I can do it quickly. I go here, turn around, tag to Lanky, and I just climb to the top. Cam cut. Just skip the entirety of this place. And cutscene skip makes that basically impossible. Cool. This is a lot easier to do with Diddy, but you can still do it with everyone else. 21. Neat. Give me the blueprint. I want to dump them for gold. Alright, so I do want to climb to the top to risk, this is a risky option I'm doing right now. There's not really any room checks I can do that's hinted, because Punch is not path to 4, so it's not going to be Chunky's room. No other one I can do. I could go into Chunky's room anyways to maybe snipe the fairy, something that you want to be very careful of doing, because technically you might get through the wall and it'd be illegal. An illegal monkey maneuver. But strong comms are very easy check to find to get. So maybe strong comms what's purchased in Aztec shops. So I'm gonna climb the top tiny metal dirt patch, and then I can show you a cool way of hitting that switch I just rolled past. So I don't want to do that yet. I want to get access to the top. Alright. So surely there's something good on the dirt patch. Surely. Nope. Alright, so you go here, slam, and you're just on the switch. The library's just around the corner. Now, I need to consider why Pineapple's Way of the Horde. It's probably Aztec. It's the safest bet. We don't know what it's even path to is the problem. We just know it's required. It could just be required for a Helm minigame for all I know. I don't have an instrument, so I need to do this the good old-fashioned way. Alright, where are you? Oh, it's a spider. That I'm missing, and it's hitting me. Okay, cool. I got it. Ah! Alright, the most annoying part about this is going to be the cutscene skips. I have to skip the cutscene skips, but I have to skipping the cutscene skips. I hope you got that. The Zinger didn't, apparently. So if what I'm looking for is here, then cool. It's probably just avoiding a double dip to Aztec. Ooh, and I think I'm correct. Is this Baboon Blast? So we just skipped a return trip. I don't know where Strongcon is, but what I do know is somewhere Strongcon is going to be getting us that blast. So we now can get every key and every coal, which is kind of insane. It means the only thing we're missing is golden bananas, instruments, and K-Rool shenanigans. So we're still missing a lot, but keys and cons are really good. Anyway, 38-minute family. Neat. Okay, so let's see, what's our next step? O-Stand was hinted. Mini Monkey was hinted. We know why Mills is hinted, Galleon Caverns, whatever. Pineapple could be hinted for Galleon Caverns, for all I know. So let's see, what would O-Stand be on the path to? It could be path to Lanky's Metal and Japes. That is actually kind of possible if it's Grape Shooter that is there. We we don't know for a fact. Okay. Alright, really good GB base. Alright, so let's just go back to Aztec, which I didn't mark on my tractor for reasons that I don't actually know. Aztec was level 1. Maybe if I did the right thing and put Aztec instead of Forest, maybe I would have known Aztec was level 1. Good job, me. But we also know that means Forest is vanilla, because Factory is level 6. And we know Helm has to be level 8. Sick. So, I'm now going to pursue Pineapple. This level has 4 things. So, Chunky's Metal is a good shout-out for Pineapple. The Vases here is a good shout-out for Pineapple. Tiny Temple could also be a good shout-out. The problem is we do, in fact, need Triangle. But we could still go into Tiny Temple. The game expects you to do other shenanigans. Sorry, the game expects you to not do shenanigans. The game does not have tag anywhere in logic, right? So the game expects you to enter Tiny Temple with the columns that's supposed to. And not tag. That being said, no problem for a little bit of tomfoolery. We'll enter it with Chunky, and we can do the majority of the stuff there, which is kind of neat. We're gonna do that right now. Good morning, Joe. How are we going on this? Oops, on this fine morning. This also will get us Chunky's Medal. So cool little trick you can do, you gotta be a bit careful with it though. Is you go here, and now I can peek in there. You gotta be careful though and not put yourself out of bounds. So Pineapple's not hinted for that. We have Diving. I should have turned back around. Do the tiny check. Mini Monkey is hinted. Bye, Beaver. And this is also just good for GBs. Means we can access all our later levels, because we know we have to go to Galleon. And our red slam's in Galleon, so if it turns out we need to do any of the slam checks, the answer is Galleon, which is actually kind of convenient. Wait. Why didn't it swap music? Where's the battle music? Oh! Ponytail twirl? What do you mean twirl? Morning everyone. Morning Jacob. Morning everyone from the raid train, from the Spirit Tracks train. Hopefully we're doing well. Anyway, our music has just bugged. We're now listening to battle music walking around here, as opposed to the other music that was supposed to play. We're doing the Scrub Seed. That was the announcement seed. Verdant Ash sent me it. So I am currently rocking that. Hopefully the rest of your Spirit Tracks adventures went well. Morning, Mike, T-Gum, Snap, Frog, Jacob, hopefully we're doing well. Yeah, I don't like the coins being here, but I promised her I would put coins on. Alright, so this wasn't completely... This wasn't that worth it, but who knows. More importantly, Ponytail Twirl is our hinted path to Key 8 item. So I'm glad I came here, but why is 12 hinted path to 8? Why? So, Jacob, question for you. The other day when I was talking about the scrub settings and you were like, there's one thing I don't like about it. Was it SLO? Because I don't like that. I think it's a safe assumption you probably didn't like SLO. Oh wait, I didn't even read your message. Hold up. I didn't even read your message. Yeah, no, it's the one thing I didn't like about it. I still do not understand why people say SLO is easier. If you ask me what's easier is not having, like, 10 either-or, frickin'... Wait, is this gonna work with cutscene skips? Yes. But having 10 or 15 frickin' rules about how things work, and some of those rules have exceptions. It's like, what are you even talking about? That makes no sense. Everything else about this is pretty cool, honestly. Everything else about it's pretty neat. True! So true! That's crazy, you're right. But no, that's the only thing I don't like. Everything else is kind of neat. People, like, immediately were talking about, whatchamacallit, what was it? People were talking about, Galleon Tiny Metal, and I'm just like, I don't care. Galleon Tiny Metal is always trash. Nothing you can do to convince me on that. Anyway, that was Strongcom, because this was Rocket Barrel. You have to buy a Rocket Barrel, you have to go there and get Strongcom, you then take that Strongcom to get Blast. This game's funny. This game is very funny. Anyway, give me my second last key. I'll agree, Bethany. What are the chances of having to backtrack earlier levels with a level 7 move? Relatively low. At least from my experience playing Season 2 and Season 3, you sometimes had to go back, but usually that was for casinos. It was not often that you had to go back for some kind of, like, hinted item. The game kind of forced a mostly forward progression. Yeah, like, you never even went to level 7, or you went there to, like, GB farm. And that was it, right? You went there to GB farm. And even then, you got melon crates in the pool and a lot of those earlier settings. You got all of that in the first 5 levels. Maybe level 6 occasionally was visited. But nope, you had access to most of the stuff already. Like, look at this GB pace already. This is a pretty good GB pace considering I only just got my last 2 comms, like, 10 minutes ago. The moves I have are not necessarily the best, but that Rocket Barrel I got now makes it worth it. So now we have to solve why we need Pineapple. Yeah, and that's basically how it is going to be. And I'd be shocked if many, at least like vets, disagree. I really don't like SLO. I can think of only a handful of people that are like diehard SLO fans. I just like being able to play the video game. And being forced to only play the first handful of the game is kinda lame.
Welcome to bonus stage.
Oh hell yeah. Diddy jamming. Look at him jam. He do be jam.
Well done.
Oh, that's funny, Jacob. I haven't actually. I have not. very funny. Walls are lame, but they are a suggestion. Alright, so let's go get some more GBs, and then we'll just go push our hits, I reckon. Oh, actually, we have Rocket Barrel Boost. Nice bounce. That was actually a really good bounce. Alrighty, I don't think it's worth doing. Oh, actually, Vulture's not even a thing. I'm just gonna go over here and get the melon crate. We have 12, but this is faster. Alright. You'd have top 5 times in both. Oh, right, yeah, fair enough. Morning, Revan. Yeah, I guess. It is, in fact, an SLO thing. You cannot skip this one because it's the same cutscene. That's so lame. It's the same cutscene. Can I get DK's medal? Probably. I'm not gonna bother. Alright, and what do you know? That's every key at 51 minutes. Damn, that's crazy. Oh, you got first, Mike? Oh, hell yeah, good job. You are officially the #1 scrub. Proud of you, buddy. Proud of you, buddy. Cool. Mushroom incense? Ah, that's why O stands hinted. Understandable, let's go do that. So, green tunnel closed. Alrighty everyone, this is the same as Season 3. You know what that means? Yes, that in fact means Mill Watch. Not because of Loading Zone Rando, because there are a lot of stupid melon crates. That's right, we go into the mills, you know? Okay, so that is pineapple. So that could be referring to Checker Legends, which would be very funny. But I doubt it's referring to the O-Stand check. Anyway, let's go get GBs. Let's skip guitar real quick. Neat. Yeah, first means you call out a bracket, exactly. So Mike is very happy that he's not going to make bracket. That's crazy. Now the question is, are there going to be any... do we reckon anyone from the Donk community is the kind of person that's going to throw sandbag? I hope not. Alright, so, for frick homing ammo, we're just gonna do this. Watch this be the end of the path. Just be peanut pop guns. What are you?
Okay.
Okay. They look for throwers? Okay, cool, I'm glad. Screwed that up, whatever. Yeah, it is a pretty nice hinted sniper that's locked behind grape shooter and homing ammo. That's so cool, isn't it? That's so cool. That's so neat. So I'm leaving a lot of checks behind right now, because the game's kind of obviously pointing towards a few specific things. So I'm going to rush those things. Now, sniper is something I would like to rush. However, the only sniper check I can think of that would be a good one to check is Helm Lobby. Unfortunately, Helm Lobby is left behind Monkey Port. Alright, let's do a neat little skip here, and boom. Millwatch. You look at these blueprints. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Let me actually count them in a second. Oh, baby. There we go. I'm just not going to grab that golden banana, we'll just grab that one. 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 10, 11, 12. That is 42. Oh god, okay. We almost have the amount of GBs already. Okay. So I'm going to blueprint dump to go to Galleon, and we're just going to skip to Galleon. Because currently there's nothing hinted in Factory, so who cares? Just gonna make this number 30. Yeah, there's no reason to stick around. Like, I'm not even gonna buy these. We don't need many more GBs to beat this seed. We just need moves now. Nice camera. Now, how many more checks are left here? Oh, this is... Is this going to be timed, or... No, it's just the cutscene is just unskippable. Interesting. Alright, where's our hinted insides item? Of course it's the other side. Why wouldn't it be? I mean, O-Stamp could be for something else. Could be pineapple. I'd rather go do that first. Okay, so we really need to find Feather Bow for these hints. So if it's none of these, then we do the pineapple check. Otherwise, we get confused. But I think we're going to now start leaving checks behind. We're just going to push hints and hinted items. And I'll go get the Monkey Port hint as well, assuming this isn't Monkey Port. Because if I can go check Helm Lobby, I'm going to check Helm Lobby. You bet I'm going to check Helm Lobby. And hope that sniper is just pointing to that. Because what are we missing right now? Let's think. What are we missing? We are missing both our Helm instruments. Which I'm assuming the hints are on. I'd be shocked if there weren't micro hints. So we can get micro hints for Gorilla Gone, Monkey Port, whatever it may be. But if I can at least get 2 Helm Lobby, we're sweet. Krem was also hinted to have 1 potion, that was fine swinging. So Krem is now dead. What levels are dead, actually? James has 1 item, Forest is about to only have 1 item. Factory does have 4, Galleon has 5, we really want to go to Galleon. What are you? You are Featherbow. I don't want to do Featherbow checks here. Oh, this is kind of rough now. Okay, this is kind of neat, actually. Alright, so... The problem we have right now is... There's a lot of items we're missing, and even though we are skipping some, we don't know what we're supposed to skip. Because everything is path to Peanut. So, I'm gonna go quickly rush these hinted items. I can skip Beehive if it ends up being something we don't need. Headphones, stop dying. Challenge. Stupid things. That did. Can we all agree that didn't work? Can we all agree that just did not work? That feather was like so far to the side I missed, and the game's like, oh, hit. Okay, so we need Peanuts and Saxophone, Monkey Port, and Gone for Go mode. That is all we are missing. Alright, I'm just gonna dump here, because it's on the way. We'll just do a max dump, then we go to the hive. We hope we find anything that is not homing or great. Great could still be good. But we do not need it. We do not need it. So, CBs to A Diddy, Caverns to A and Diddy. It's probably Pineapple for Caverns. Could also be Punch. Okay, so this puts us at 44, which is basically the amount we need. Now the question is, do I get the Monkey Port hint before or after Galleon? I think before. Because with these settings, I can narrow down where things are. And if it turns out I don't need the Monkey Port hint, then cool. I go straight for the Golden hint. Okay, 44. Yeah, it looks like Kevin Weekly's up, although I don't know if I'm going to join that today. I'm basically going to decide if I'm going to keep doing some scrub seeds or if I'm going to swap out to Kevin. Really just depends on that. Would I join it if Kuiper did? Look, that would actually be very funny. However, we know Kuiper's a coward. He's going to join one thing, win, and then he's not going to stream for a year. Let's pretend that he wasn't streaming Blueprints today. Also, I can skip cutscenes. Dingus, you skip cutscenes. Alright, give me a good hint. Give me a banger hint. Oh, that's a duplicate. That's neat. Alright, so we are looking for 3 things in Galleon. That's really good. Alright. This is probably great, but I'm gonna go grab it just because I know I'm not coming back to this level. So I might as well just do it. I was worried this was gonna happen, but, you know, we have no way of knowing. And for all I know, this could be spread for something. Oh yeah, Kuiper doesn't stream, you're right! How did I forget that? Now, it was still very funny that the first thing Kuiper did when winning yesterday was just show up in my chat and smack talk. That was funny. I actually like he did that. Yeah. I'm pretty sure that was going to be the case, but I'm never coming back again, so that's fine. Let's go get the Monkey Port hint. Spawn a Dino Guts. Use Kuiper? I don't know, some random. Fungi Forest Chunky. Okay, I am glad I got the port hint. Fungi Forest Chunky. Okay. So, Monkey Port is not going to influence anything in Gloomy Galleon. So let's push all our Galleon hints, and then we'll go. Okay, so we only need a handful more golden bananas. We could get some in the helm, but honestly, we're going to be looting a lot of these areas. So, it's fine. Let's get everything here. We are looking for saxophone, gorilla gone, and peanut pop guns. I can come back to that later. But there's probably something there. Alright, we're basically fine for GBs now. Alright, so one of these will be homing. I have a feeling it's going to be... I mean, Grape Shooter does open up a few things. Castle does have something. It could be one of the sniper checks there, which honestly would make the most sense. Which is good for us getting Grape Shooter. We just now need to find Peanuts. Peanuts is at the end of this path as well. I'll just quickly check this since I'm here, but there's really no reason to. Okay, so that means both of our two Caverns hints, well, either one's here or they're both Cannon Game and Kasplat, which is very funny. Well, I think it did say Walnut, Donnybrook. Okay, so it's both of these checks. That's funny. Alright, so I'm supposed to be getting CBs. I forgot CBs were hinted. That is on me. Oh, Jesus. Hi, Cayman. Thanks for the 5 suppers. Jeez, appreciate it a lot. Oh, thanks for the happy birthday. Alright, now I'm gonna hear this 5 times. I need to figure out how to change that. And 5. I need to change that. But no, thanks heaps, appreciate it. Yeah, it was my birthday yesterday, but time zones, yeah. Gotta love how time zones do and don't affect things. Take all these forward air. It was actually up B. It was actually up special. But no, Thanksgiving sub to Dino Guts, Hyo Knight, Automaton, Kill, Targums. And you get to post boulder emotes, yay! Do not word it like that, please. Do not word it like that, god damn. Yeah, it's the lobby. Okay. So we know what we're looking for is in Helm lobby thanks to that coconut gun hint. Cool. So now one of these is going to be homing ammo in theory. Peanut pop guns is probably going to be the thing in the lobby. We need to find Gorilla Gone, we need to find Saxophone, we need to find Peanut. So with not many hinted items left. Oh. Okay. I fucked that up. I did not fuck that up though. Snipe. Cool. And this is just homing ammo. So whatever. Bit annoying, but it's fine. So this level does still have one more thing. And because of the hint, I think what I need to do actually, I think I need to say frick it. And what I actually am going to do is to rush Fungi Forest and see if I can go and scab this monkey port, go to Helm Lobby, and then figure out what I'm getting micro hinted. If I get Gorilla Gone in the Helm Lobby, this is Castle. Read your note. You have two. Why do you have 2 4s? My god. I'm writing my notes wrong. But if I can get port, I can then figure out what I'm getting micro hints for. Hold on, someone. Thank you for the happy birthday. There's a few places it could be. The one place we're hoping it's not is Apple Rescue. But that's fine because we go here and we can get some stuff along the way. When I said I needed blue slam for forest, yeah, look, you know me and tracking, okay? You know the spiel, you know the drill. You know how it goes around these parts. So Chunky Minecart does not have the goods, so we're gonna go over here instead. Why did I come here? Oh yes. We'll go here and then we can drop down for the balloon for Chunky's medal. Glad I got that. Glad I got as many blueprints as I did, and then I could get this hit pretty quick. Get a hype chest. That's cute. That is cute. Bro, leave me alone. Okay, so maybe Chunky's medallion. Now, Twirl, I assume, is just for a Helm minigame. It could be Twirl leads to Sax, but we actually have no way of knowing that. Cool. Alright, so there's not many pots left in places, but I'm pretty safe to say that late lobbies had something. The question is just what? Okay, we're only missing 1 golden banana. That is pretty chill. Alright, so that means we're guaranteed to be able to get the Gorilla Gone out. But just to not waste time, I slid off. I'm gonna hold crouch. Okay, it's not referring to that. Interesting. It's actually not referring to that. Factory very tiny. Interesting. So sniper scope hinted, but it's not that, and we now have a hinted coconut gun. Okay, well I skipped a lot of hints in Galleon, so hopefully that's not a big deal. The scene was looking like it was coming together. Okay, so I have no hints for factory aside from Tiny gets the goods. That could be why Twirl is hinted, honestly. That could be why Twirl is hinted. Which would also explain, well, I mean, I don't know what the status of production is. Either way, I'm just going to rush Tiny stuff, hold forward, check the basic stuff since there are still 3 pots here. I don't really want to spend too much time here, though. Okay, there's still one thing left in Galleon, which is the red slam. So that just proves that red slam is useless. This is the only thing I'll check from here on out. DK stuff could have the goods here as well, so I will check the, like, coconut gun stuff here. Not that there's much. Thank you. I knew that already. Kind of no. I honestly forgot about that cutscene. It's such a minimal cutscene that I just actually forget about it. Really? Cave CBs? Slam? What do you mean Slam is part of the Diddy phase? Huh? Because it's something in factory? What do you mean? I mean, Slam was required for one thing. There's guitar, that doesn't help me. That's confusing. I'm gonna have to go double check if Mills to 8 Diddy was actually referring to Peanut, or referring to Sniper, or something else. Actually, what am I saying? There's nothing else left in Fungi. I'm confused. genuinely very confused. How can red slam... How can blue slam be path? Because Galleon is level 7. Oh, because the 1 point that's left is not the slam. Okay, no, that just makes perfect sense. I'm just understanding how the point system works. Okay. So, Peanut is a red slam check, so I need to go back to Galleon and get red slam. But in order to get red slam, I need lol. Funny. So I need to get red slam to get peanuts, but all of these other hints are pointing to it. Has to be something locked by sniper specifically, so I have to go to castle. Maybe do Lanky Tower to get saxophone gets a slam, saxophone gets his peanuts. Yeah, it is hard required. It's very funny. Okay, so I think I know what's going on. Okay, so this is Gorilla Gone. I think we know how to finish this seed now. So what I need to do is I need to go to Castle, do Lanky Tower. Lanky Tower gets a saxophone. Saxophone gets us red slam. Red slam gets us peanut. I think is how this is going to work. Why am I getting notifications? So it makes the most sense to me that it's this. Now, did I have trombone hinted? Trombone was hinted, so it's actually probably something else. This sniper scope being hinted is the thing that's throwing me off. What? What song? The one that was outside? The song that was outside Castle? Yeah, that's Spider-Man Funhouse. That's the funny Funhouse. Okay, so we have hinted Sniper. Why would Sniper be hinted? There's not many Sniper checks out there. There's not many Sniper checks in the game. So what would count as a Sniper scope check? It's not that. It's not gonna be Diddy. Diddy's check. It's not the lobby. Good question. There aren't really any other sniper checks in the video game. Yeah, you should go listen to the original. I'm gonna go to Helm and get the sax hint. I genuinely cannot think of what other sniper checks exist. Like, listen to it for a few seconds. Like, the original is bad. Two Noses one actually slaps aside from the, like, strangled bird sound. That is kind of like, yeah, everything else is actually, like, banger. And I have a plan though to that spot. Like, I'm probably just losing my mind. I actually cannot think of any other sniper checks. How can it be good? Because of bombs. Oh, banana. Oh, banana.
Welcome to bonus stage.
Banana. It's almost the same kind of line as why Dokapon Kingdom Casino Cave is cool. The song itself is not that long, or at least most people only listen to the start of it, but as soon as you hear Dokapon, you cannot help yourself by going bum bum. They just got like a little earworm tool with the bass, and it's very funny. Tudos just also did an amazing job converting it. Alright, so let's see how incredibly stupid I am. What sniper checks exist? This is just gonna say in Galleon, isn't it? Okay, yeah, I do feel a little silly. Fair enough. I do feel silly. I knew I was forgetting something. I just couldn't remember what sniper check I did. More generic. Like, that should have been the first thing I did. I just genuinely forgot. Yeah. I just genuinely forgot. Yeah, blast. It makes sense, it's very easy. I could have saved myself like 4 minutes on this seed to that. So honestly, that's really the only mistake I feel that I've made, aside from like getting used to the settings. I should have came here and just immediately went for this, especially with Coconut being hinted. That is fine. If that's the only mistake I made this seed, I'm fine. I hate these rings, dude. Look, I promised Ash that I would... She said I'll give you the link key for this if you promise to rock the rabbit coins. She's not even here. I was hoping she'd at least show up and go, it's my rabbity coins. She's not even fucking here. Can you believe the nerve of this woman? She tells me to rock the rabbity coins. Jacob, I didn't know the settings. I didn't know the settings. She messaged me going, yeah, do you want to go play the scene? She didn't actually message me the Lanky. She messaged me something else. And I said, I want to have my own custom music, so send me the Lanky. She sent me the BPS. And I was like, alright, I'll go check the settings later. I checked the settings just before I hit the start button. So I didn't know this was going to be SLO until an hour, 35 minutes ago. There's saxophone. And then we go to Galleon, get Slam, get Peanut Seeds. So we could have saved 4 or 5 minutes on actual mistakes. Potentially understanding the rules, we could have saved a little more time, but this is fine. I'm still a bit tired. the air conditioning is still not working and won't be for about another month. And it was so hot last night. Because of it, I did not sleep. I do not need to lower the water for Sax. Yep. Yep. It's great, eh? To be fair, it does still get warm here in the autumn. So I still wouldn't complain for it, but I would like it in the summer. Now, trombone, I believe, was hinted. Do I know why trombone would have been hinted? Trying to figure out if trombone was hinted or not. Trombone probably was. I guess saxophone was not hinted. No, but sniper was path to 8 nitty. So sax needs to be path to 8 nitty. So how does path to 8 nitty? What was trombone? Yeah, trombone was hinted to 8 Diddy. I'm so confused. Oh shit. Think you know why? Interesting. The thing I'm mostly just trying to figure out is the slam factor. Unless if slam's useless and I'm getting something that mixes with trombone, which could also make sense. We'll figure out. Oh, I do not want to use these coins. This is getting deleted. Don't you worry, this is in fact getting deleted. Nice Diddy hint, video game. Nice fucking Diddy hint. So saxophone and trombone are on the path. Yep. Yep, which is stupid. Very stupid. Okay. So it could be someone's medal, but I really doubt it. So what's going on? Maybe the answer is, let me cook real quick. Japes. Yeah, exactly. Like, has it just not been tested for that? Because this was the showcase seed. This is the seed that they showed everyone the settings. Ooh, my phone's overheating. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what the go with that is. someone to thank. Oh, hey. I missed that hint. That's very funny. That is very funny. I missed that hint. Alright, I'm just gonna rush hints. I genuinely have no idea what's going on right now. We have Saxon Triangle hinted. Actually, let me just go to key 8 first. Let me just go to key 8. Because currently all of my hints converge on Sniper. Saxophone doesn't necessarily have to be path to 8. It could be Sniper Trombone. I don't know. They asked for an unvetted seed. What? Alright. I mean, I guess they asked for what they got. And I cannot tell right now how fricked I am. Because I know I'm looking for peanuts. And I'm looking for... Yeah, I'm only looking for peanuts. So peanuts could honestly be anywhere.
Welcome to bonus stage.
But it has to be... Okay, no, I think I'm just... No, I'm not overthinking this. Trombone hasn't gotten me anything. Trombone has not gotten me anything. Like, sax doesn't necessarily have to be puff. But sniper is. I am stupid. Whatever, just go the normal way. It could just be a hint for... Marok, shut up. Shut up.
Welcome to
You
bonus
think I know
stage.
what I did? I just pressed buttons. And things worked. I'm actually surprised this seed's going this long. Like, I definitely fucked up on, like, sniper stuff for that saxophone, but... That's the only mistake I've made. So far, at least. So, like, sniper has to be pointing, trombone has to be... Let me just check that all these hints. Yeah, caverns to 8 Diddy. CVs to 8 Diddy. And caverns, yeah. So, trombone is path to 8 and Diddy. And sniper is path to 8 and Diddy. Castle, Galleon has a slam and something else. Factory does have one other thing. Morning notator? How we doing? What the heck does sniper have to do with anything? Oh, we're talking about the Funhouse music. Because I think every sniper check is done. Aside from the peanut one, but that doesn't count. Oh yeah, no one is going to say Resident Evil sounds good. That is a meme. Funhouse actually bobs. Alright, so I'm definitely now in the playing like an idiot stages. Oh. Oh. Okay, okay. Cool, okay. So I'm pounding X. So, trombone and slam combined lead to hunky chunky on piano games, saxophone spawns the hunky pad. Alrighty, so I don't feel bad for not understanding this path, because I didn't have the complete path, I missed a hint. I didn't have the complete path, that makes sense. Sniper led to sax, yep. That checks out. If I actually read those hints, I might have been done already. So this was a problem of me not checking the hints. Mostly because I thought I was done. The game was very obviously pointing at certain things. So I just thought I was done. So that's my bad. Alright. I was being too aggro. And even though I wanted to join Kevin, I've now missed it. Actually, how is trombone path to 8? I don't quite understand that part. Yeah, the Diddy hint was in level 7 Galleon, 43 golden bananas. I don't know if it was that they were experimenting with hints or if it was other shit. But either way, pretty bad. Has to be a trombone check in Galleon, which I did the trombone check. Oh, my stick's starting to drift. Nice. Trombone check here. That isn't piano game. And trombone check in Isles. Oh, ew. Ew. Ew! Morning, Neverwinter. Yeah, this happens when I play this for a while, but I'll need to look into actual controller pairing, but I have a spare GameCube controller, so if shit does hit the fan, then that's fine. Nah, this happened before I learned any glitches. This is a disgusting scene, dude. This is disgusting.
Welcome to bonus stage.
Yeah, this is a Summit Barrel. It requires barrel throwing, trombone, and rocket barrel, plus key 4 and the comms required to do it. You can have switch sanity on, which changes the trombone requirement. Otherwise, it could be something else. But in base settings, it's that. So is this Hunky Chunky? Shut up, McDonald's. Oh, fuck. That's required for Grape Shooter. That's for Grape Shooter. To get Sniper, to get Saxophone. I think Hunky Chunky is just unhinted. Okay, so let's think about this. So Slam is hinted to get... No, but I never solved Slam. I never solved Slam. It has to be Red Slam. Maybe I am... Okay, I think I know what's going on. I think the solution is actually incredibly basic. I think the solution is incredibly basic. It's a Slam Casino in Galleon. Slam gets you Hunky Chunky, you then go do Pound the X. So it's a Slam Casino in Galleon, so I just have to do every check. There's probably an item that's technically been hinted path to the Slam. It could even just be on the candy that I don't think I actually checked. But we go get Red Slam. Wait, what do you mean that's before level 4? I mean, it's before level 5. But... unless there's something I'm missing. I'm curious what's specifically going on here. Oh, no, so orange is a training move, but under SLO it doesn't count. So don't worry, that's no SLO bullshit. Summit Barrel is forced key 4 locked. So no, don't you worry, that's, orange just doesn't count. It's fine. But that orange is hinted just to get Grape Shooter, so I think we are in a Slam Casino, or maybe one of our hints tells us otherwise. But really, the only hints I've missed at the moment is like maybe one in Forest and levels here. Yeah, exactly. You had to go to level 7 to get Trombone so you could start this awful chain. This seed is actually awful, and it's SLO, so it's what we like to call double bad. Yeah, exactly. It's a training move by the standing of the DK devs. It makes sense. You bitch! Bitch! Stupid head! Stupid! Stupid! I'm really almost out of ammo. Christ. Yeah. Yeah, there was a lot of issues with Aztec, especially. When comms were forced in their cages, Aztec was almost always a level you encountered. Because of that. Alright, so I don't know if I checked Candy. Let's go back and check this. So did I check Candy? Can you believe it? All this time coming back to SLO and it's a slam casino. Or a hint casino when I'm just being stupid. But honestly, whatever. This heat is killing me right now. I'm like not concentrating at all.
Kid, you tried your best, and you failed miserably. The lesson is, never try.
On the bright side, if we do this right, we should be getting a sub 2 hour. Which, considering my average season 4 time is like an hour 40, an hour 45, this is cooked. That this is going to be a sub 2 hour. Like, I don't even think I'd call this chain here at the end me screwing up. I definitely could have checked hints more, but it turns out all these hints together were actually pointing towards summer barrel for oranges. So these hints were like 10 items apart. There it is. I did that just to peek it, otherwise we had to go into Lighthouse. So in theory, this check here is hunky chunky. So I'll rock another Scrubs. I'll do another Scrubs after this. I'm probably going to regret it. I'm going to go give the setting a fair chance. I'll see how everyone else did on that for like the restream, but so far, don't know if I'm feeling it.
Welcome to bonus stage.
And it's like the hints actually feel awful in this because the seat's so front-loaded. You don't check your endgame hints, which mean either you miss important hints because you're just pushing your hinted items, or the game locks all your good hints behind 40, 50 golden bananas when everything's front-loaded. Like, it's so stupid. Not a popcorn, you're not wrong. The next seed we do, we'll have the bouncing boys back. But like, that Diddy hit me in level 7. Come. Come. Alright, let's remember to go play sax. I wonder how much they actually tested it, out of curiosity, because this is 1 seed in, and it already shows how trash it is. First seed, publicly shown. I don't actually know the details though. I think I don't know if I need a golden banana. Like 2 months? Interesting. Nah, Big Head Tiny is not new. That's been a thing since dev started, which was quite a number of months ago. You can have random head sizes. It was a cold simmer, Jacob. It was a cold simmer. It's a salad. Don't call it okay. I agree. I agree, K-Man. I mean, the risk is fine, Popcorn, but when your literal con hint is in level 7, when SLO forces them to be in the first levels, that's pretty bad. Like, no one can be playing good or bad in those kind of scenarios. That is literally the seed just chose to give you a bad day. You cannot make your way around it. Like, CLO does sometimes have problems like that, but the hits still don't lock themselves. So, just like in this seed, it is still possible for you to go to those levels and farm the GBs and get the hint. But in this, you know that they're not going to at least be there, so it's not even a risk of, like, go there and the con's just there. There's nothing there. In fact, a lot of SLO seeds, you're actually going to find nothing there. So you're wasting all that time and effort to go and get GBs, to go to level 7 to get your Diddy hint, to learn it was just Castle DK Metal that you left behind because you got DK on level 4 and Castle was level 1. And I'm not going back to Castle to do an unhinted DK Metal, unless if I'm out of checks. Like, that's just stupid. Is getting big on S5? God, I hope not. Alright, that's GG's. Let me open up the tab. Monotouser. Alrighty, so first place finished in... Wait, no, that wasn't first place. Yeah, so first place got like a 2-hour 10 or something like that, 2-hour 15. So that was Trent got a 2:15 and Froppy got a like 2-hour 50 or something like that. And like, I lost, I'm gonna say, 4 minutes due to my own mistake of forgetting Castle Sniper. So, take that away, 152. If I actually checked the Galleon hints, maybe like a mid to early 140 would have been possible with a seed like this. But like, when you have a million things hinted, you're only missing 2 moves. Am I gonna go push the Galleon and Factory hints? No. Why would I go push 10 hints when I already have like 3 hinted things to go do? Because the game hinted Trombone and Saxophone, because Trombone locks oranges on Summit Barrel, so Summit gets you Hunky Chunky off of an unhinted, it was probably hinted somewhere, Galleon Metal Slam to get you Hunky Chunky to do Pound the X. Let me open up this log real quick, because I do have the log. Potentially awful locations. Vine Swinging, Galleon Diddy Metal, Galleon Tiny 2 Ship, Isle Diddy Summit Barrel. And Factory Production, but honestly, you had 12 hit. And a slam hit, I guess. Well, yeah. Yeah, the Scouring was the hint, which, I mean, yeah. But like I said, I'm not doing Galleon like hints. That's level 5. Reading hints in Lake Hillier than in Donkard feels way more awful. Yeah, in OOT, it's similar idea. You're going out of your way to read the hints, but in OOT, it's at least potentially not a bad idea because hints are doubled everywhere in that game. So unless if 2 of the 3 hints that are there roll the same hint, or all the other hints are in terrible locations, like Storm Grotto, Hyrule Castle, or like Ocean Tidal Deep, Scrub, you're still probably going to find most of those hints in this game. Hint duplication doesn't exist. If you do get any kind of hint duplication, then you're pointing to multiple items, unless if it's like a scouring versus a horde versus a path. In that case, the seed sucks anyways, it's hinting everything. Like, I missed a castle DK tree sniping hint. Fungi DK. Where was the fungi DK hint? Where is castle fungi DK? Oh, sorry, fungi DK. Where is that hint? Is that the hint in Owl Tree? Probably Apple. Apple would make sense.
Okay.
So yeah, that's me doing that scrub seed. So in reality, if I had played that seed better and checked all the hints, I probably got like a 142. Realistically, based on how I personally play the game and how I feel was smart, DK tree sniping was my only mistake. Those hints were awful. And the locations of them were awful. So my thoughts on them, all the settings are pretty good. I like the combination of a lot of the settings and a lot of things that were chosen to be inputted, except SLO. SLO is a terrible option. People call it easier. The only thing SLO does is it forces 80% of the game. Yeah, boo SLO. It forces everything to be in the first 3 levels. Like 80% of things are in the first 3 levels. Which means you're not even playing most of the game. And as we've seen, the hint protection is whack. Diddy was just in aisle shops, and the hint for that was 43 golden bananas in level 7 SLO. There's also just too many stupid rules. The fill is very weird in SLO, and people say it's simple, but learning all of the rules is not easy in my opinion. In my opinion, CLO is the better option because there aren't rules. You just go to the levels and find the checks. You get a hinted item, you follow things for that. You don't go, oh, but I got Feather Bow in level 4, so that means it's not going to contribute to anything in level 3. Oh, yeah, but why am I in level 4 if I'm trying to find things in level 3? Yeah, exactly. Exactly. Like, my S4 average time's in the, like, 140s. I did the scrubs in 156 with only one, in my opinion, big mistake. And that was 4 minutes. I genuinely feel like a lot of, like, especially not newer players would have gone, I'm missing 2 items, I have, like, 3 or 4 hints. Why would I push the hints I haven't got? No, I just push hinted regions and then push the items those belong to. And suddenly it's freaking Summit Barrel. But the Vile hints on the spoiler, having the tracker have potion points, I do like that. But yeah, that's all I'll say for the video. If we turn it to CLO, I wonder how cool it would be. But thanks for watching, hopefully you had a good one, I'll catch you later. Bye bye.